Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. We have two interview segments for you today. Deutsche Manufacturing in Charlotte, North Carolina is the first segment. Second segment is Matt from Durty Brewing in Durham, and that interview is conducted by Mike Cook. Right now, we're on the floor of the North Carolina Brewers Convention here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I have J.L. Coverdale. Deutsche Brewing Technology?
Deutsche Beverage Technology. And
Deutsche Beverage.
kegs.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I want to make sure I got that right. And you guys are on the sales floor just like Glover is here today. What are you selling today? You guys have a variety of products, from brew houses right down to kegs and other stainless steel products.
No, you've nailed it exactly. So basically, Deutsche Beverage Technology and kegs, we're based out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Good.
We really pride ourselves on the customer service kind of side of things to help more or less custom design brewing systems from anywhere from 3.5 up to as big as you want to go.
Right.
And then cooperage here on the East Coast, pretty much to kind of satisfy that customer need.
So there's a lot of startups here this week because this is a burgeoning industry. There's 100 plus breweries ready. There's probably another 80 ready to open.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you're getting in front of the right people today, this week.
No, the guild's been great, and definitely seeing that this the second year of this convention, it's awesome to see the growth even from last year when we participated in it, and seeing the overall even additional actual not even participation, but the overall just attendance.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Now, I did not go last year, but everybody says it's much different.
Oh, it's much improved.
So they had to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing your company has pioneered, and I guess you own a patent on it, is that stackable keg. Right? Let's talk about that a little bit. Because I think for people who have big walk-in coolers, those half barrels get out of control really quickly, and it's almost like, how did nobody think of this before? Right.
So there might be some competition out there that might have a stackable half barrel, but we've had such fantastic feedback over the last couple of years on the stackable half. We actually went in and exclusively designed a stackable 6 barrel. So it's exactly for that. It's safer storage in the cold storage. You're not doing the pyramids or anything like that, and it also helps out on us on having that product show up the way it should on the pallet to that customer.
Right. Is there any brew house customers that you can talk about and installations that you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, let's specifically talk about North Carolina, of course. I'd like to do a shout out to New Serum there in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Okay.
Recently just got done having their equipment show up. Hopefully there'll be grand opening January, February. Hopefully if everything keeps rocking and rolling. Did a 30-barrel brew house for them. Big, large cellar package.
It's a big system to start out with.
Yeah, so Andy makes some fantastic beer. So New Serum's going to be coming onto this scene really hard. They're about 45 minutes north of Charlotte.
Sure.
So it'd be great to see that. We do a lot of work with not only our kegs, but just some custom tank designs for the guys in Charlotte. North Carolina-wise, we got some jobs going on, and we got some Waxhaw getting ready to open. That's going to be Dreamweaver, hopefully. That's going to be rocking and rolling. We got that ready to deliver. Other than that, North Carolina-wise, doing a lot of work with just tanks and kegs for a lot of the local guys. And the great thing with us having a full functional showroom right out of Charlotte, the North Carolina guys are more than welcome to stop by anytime, be able to come by, kick the tires on any of the equipment there firsthand.
Awesome. So they can visit you by appointment, I guess?
Either by appointment, by giving us a call at the office. Again, that's Deutsche Beverage, 704-900-6606.
Okay.
But at the same time, we're there weekdays, 8 in the morning till as late as the customer needs to be. If we need to do a weekend appointment, we're going to be there for you.
That was my last question, how to get in touch with you, and I think you nailed it. We'll put all this in the show notes.
Good morning. We're at the 2015 North Carolina Brewers Conference, and I am getting ready to talk to Matt at Dirty Bull, who's going to be opening up in Durham pretty soon. Can you give me a little bit of a background of what you're getting ready to start?
We're going to be opening a 15-barrel brew house specializing in wood-aged beers and sour beers.
Wood age, you going to age them in barrels?
Barrel aged, and we'll also have 2 oak foeders to age beer in.
What's some of the names of the beer you're going to have? Have you got any names yet?
So we don't name our beer. It's all going to be descriptive. We have a Brettanomyces IPA called our Brettanomyces IPA. Our sours are going to be descriptive sours, or descriptive names for the sours, and we're basically calling it by the style.
It's awesome. It makes it easier that way, doesn't it?
I like that. I don't have to remember what the beer is when I drink it then.
That's true, because a lot of people come in and they just say, give me the IPA.
You got it. And then you'll get our IPA.
So when will you be opening?
Right now we're hoping for April. All our equipment's ordered, construction has started, so without any delays, hopefully early April, have beer by late April.
Do you have any restaurants nearby? You planning on food trucks?
We'll be having food trucks. Some great restaurants are moving in nearby. We're located right near Central Park, Durham, which has a good restaurant scene, a lot of bars, a lot of foot traffic.
How many taps are you planning on having?
16.
16 of your own beers or guest taps?
Some guest, selected guest taps, and a lot of our own beers and special one-offs.
So what's your favorite beer that you're going to start with?
The Brettanomyces IPA will be our start. But I mean, I'm definitely excited to start our sour program. And some of the beers won't be ready for a year, some won't be ready for 2 years. They'll be ready when the beer's ready.
That's pretty awesome. So what else do you have planned coming up?
Well, once we open, we're going to be buying a bunch of barrels. So we'll start a Durham Goose project, which is traditionally a blend of a 3-year, a 2-year, and a 1-year-old lambic. So we're going to start that process. It won't be a lambic beer, but we're making our own sours out of wheat-based and aging them and blending them.
And are you having the whiskey barrels as well?
We'll have some whiskey barrels, some red wine, whatever we can get our hands on. A good selection of everything.
That's awesome. And when do you plan to come out with your like bottles or cans? Are you going to do that?
We're going to be doing 500 milliliter bottles, and basically all of our beers, even our one-offs, will be bottles.
Are you going to be self-distributing in the beginning?
Yep, at the beginning we're going to self-distribute. One man in a van.
So what made you sort of decide to start this brewery?
I've been brewing for years, and I was working in the manufacturing environment up at Merck, and decided it would be a lot more fun to make something I can drink than something that gets injected. So
you started out of the garage or something?
Oh yeah, home brewing in the garage. Actually, in an apartment inside, kinda. Definitely not the best setup.
Did you have any unique experiences in the homebrew side?
Oh yeah.
Good or bad?
Oh yeah. I keep a dump bucket, which is our all my leftover wort goes into one sour bucket that it is developed over 2 years. I pull a little bit out to blend. I refresh it constantly, so I have an ongoing experiment in my closet.
So you turn it into other drinkable beers.
You got it.
That's pretty sweet. So, how long have you been brewing beer?
I guess it'd be somewhere around 8 years now. So, I've been into it for a while now.
You planning on any collaborations when you get started?
Oh yeah, that's what our guest taps are for. Hopefully, we open with a lot more beers than just our flagships. So, we'll have a lot of one-off collaborations you won't be able to get anywhere else.
That sounds great. Well, thanks, Matt. It was great talking to you, and I hope to see you around the conference and have a great time, and I'm looking forward to the brewery opening soon. I'm talking to Matt at Dirty Bull Brewing Company out of Durham.
Thanks, Mike.
See ya.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening. Give you some background on these recordings, these first few posts under the Craft Beer Collective program. Were intended to be podcasts, and they're recorded at the North Carolina Brewers Conference. There's a lot of crowd noise, so take it for what it's worth. I think you can hear everybody fairly well. You may have to turn things up a little bit.